I've done some hiking up there. I've done some hiking up there. It's not scary. But there is like clear water. Oh, hiking.
電車は割と大丈夫。なんか入ってきた量と。